siguradong mandaraya si Marcos at si Tambaloslos at si Lisa Marcos. Sigurado yan. So, nagpe-prepare din tayo for that. Boboto ka, i-document mo para mapakita natin yung massive na cheating naman kung mangyari yan, kung ang COMELEC ay hindi na nila makayanan yung pandaraya ng mga Marcos. But we're going to hold the COMELEC to fair and clean elections, di ba? Pero papakita din natin yung pagkasagrado ng boto natin na ipaglalaban natin yan. The moment Martin Romualdez became Speaker of the House, that balance of power was gone. Kasi walang delikadesa humindi, 'di ba? The first cousin of the president, 'di ba, was Speaker of the House kasi nung panahon ni PRRD, may mga sip-sip kay PRRD. They were saying we'll make Polong the Speaker of the House. PRRD said, the moment you do that, I'm going to resign. May delikadesa at saka malalim ang intindi niya sa balance of power. Pero Marcos Romualdez ang kausap natin at pinag-uusapan natin. Ang kakapal ng mga mukha ng mga yan. Who is the majority floor leader? Sandro Marcos. Who's the one in finance? The wife of accounts ba yun or something? No? Martin Romualdez's wife is there, no? So ang kakapal ng mga mukha ng mga ito. We're looking at the total breakdown of government. There is no more separation and balance of power. There is none, which is why the chain of command is so broken. Nobody could say where did the command to fly PRRD to The Hague, where did it come from? Diba? Nobody could say. Can you imagine that? You would never, this kind of travesty. It's buffoonish, it's amateurish, and still at the same time it's dangerous, it's arrogant. No, because if they can do that to PRRD, nobody is safe in this country anymore. Nobody. Yeah, correct. You're correct. Angel, di ba there was a video that we wanted to show, no, yung effects ng impeachment na yan. No, kasi like what Tess was saying, di ba? Nagkuntsabahan itong si Tambi at saka si Lisa, we heard, for the impeachment. And yet, no, and in the end, for sure, meron yan, may maglalaglagan din yung mga yan. They're all rats, no. There's no honor in that team, no. And okay, so at marami ding nakikinabang, so pina-prop up nila. Do we have that video? Kasi what we're asking the Filipino people is not to vote for those who signed the impeachment. Bakit? Sa akin, ang reasoning ko dyan is because si VP was voted on an amazing mandate, no? At lakas, pinaka-historic high yung boto niya. Boses ng Pilipino yon. So ang sinasabi nito mga nag-sign, no, ng impeachment na yan, wala silang respeto sa atin. Wala silang respeto sa boses natin. So sa madaling salita, kung yung balanse ng gobyerno at tao, no, ang sinasabi nila sila ang masusunod. At tayo, pinapatahimik tayo. Binabaliwala ang boto natin. Alam natin sagrado ang boto natin. At sinabi ko din, no, in passing na just to put the whole thing in perspective. Siguradong mandaraya si Marcos at si Tambaloslos at si Lisa Marcos. Sigurado 'yan. So, nagpe-prepare din tayo for that. Boboto ka, i-document mo para mapakita natin yung massive na cheating naman kung mangyari yan, kung ang COMELEC ay hindi na nila makayanan yung pandaraya ng mga Marcos. But we're going to hold the COMELEC to fair and clean elections, di ba? Pero papakita din natin yung pagkasagrado ng boto natin na ipaglalaban natin yan, na kina-cancel out yung mga nag-sign ng impeachment na yan. No? So, yun nakakatawa pa dito sa mga ito. As usual, ang kakapal talaga ng mga muka nito mga yan. Hindi sila nag-sign sila ng impeachment, pero ang dinig ko, ang haba ng pila nila sa Iglesia ni Cristo para hingin yung endorsement. Ang Iglesia, napakaliwanag nila. In an impressive show of unity, 'Di ba? An impressive show of love for country. Hiningi nila, wala silang, pwede nilang hingiin noon na Marcos resign. Hindi nila hiningi yon. Ang hiningi lang nila, no impeachment. Yun lang. Kasi bakit? Kasi magkakagulong Pilipinas pag hiningi nyo yan. Tas marami pang naguguto, maraming problema ang Pilipinas. Bakit pa natin pag-aaksayan ng panahon yan? And yet they didn't listen and they signed. And then they have the bloody gall to ask for the endorsement of the Iglesia. You know what Marco of Benguet said? No? His reason for signing, gusto ko lang kasi bigyan ng pagkakataon ang Vice President magpaliwanag ng mga accusations. You know, if bullshit were water, Mark Go would be drowning right now. What kind of bullshit reason is that? No respect for the Filipino people. Diba? And then, and in my opinion, no, hindi lang yung nag-sign ang dapat parusahan dyan no, sa pambabastos sa Pilipino, kundi pati mga kamag-anak nila na idamay natin silang lahat, no? Kasi magkakapamilya yan, magkakapareho mga utak ng mga yan, unless there's compelling reason for us the compelling evidence for us to believe otherwise. Pero mga kababayan, ang ibig sabihin kapag ang kongresista ninyo ay nag-sign ng impeachment na yan sa isang vice president, hindi po ini-impeach ang vice president sa buong kasaysayan. At ang 32 million lampas ang bumoto, ibig sabihin napakaraming Pilipino ang bumoto sa kanya. Ang ibig sabihin, nakikipagkuntsabahan siya kay Bongbong Marcos at kay Martin Romualdez para masunod yung maitim na plano nila na tumagal at tumagal at tumagal sa pwesto. At anong ipinagpalit? Ang ipinagpalit dito sa atin, sa respeto sa atin, sa demokrasya natin, ay pera. Yan yung dinig namin. At marami kaming mata at tenga sa loob ng Kongreso. No? So, kaya namin hinihingi, wag na kayong bumoto. Wag na natin iboto ang napatunayan na hindi marunong maging what's faithful. Maging faithful sa Filipino people, sa atin. Maging tapat sa atin. No? At may prinsipyo at may paninindigan. Kung tayo ay nasaktan dito sa 3 taon na Diyos me, parang bangungot na sobrang pagkakurakot at walang hindi na tayo pinakinggan. Uulit yan kapag binoto nyo pa yan. Tess, I want to respond to that. You know, I'm fully convinced that evil is possible because of ignorance, because we lack so much information. So in this age of information, when so much of what we used to revere, no, are being unmasked, natatanggalan na ng maskara. For instance, no, the Nobel Peace Prize, I used to think that was the Holy Grail. But to give it to someone like Maria Ressa, you'd have to be stupid not to wake up to the fact that it is just a weapon or a tool that's being used to subjugate humanity. Right? Yeah. So, maganda talaga yung sinabi ni Tess. Kasi mga kababayan si Ma'am Tess, ano siya dati sa CPP, NPA, NDF siya. So yung sinasabi niya mabigat kasi nanggaling siya sa loob. So sinasabi niya na ang NDF ay parte ng CPP. No? So in fact ang NDF Tess, Angel, mga kababayan, designated terrorist organization yan mula nung January 2022. No? So lahat ito magkakadugtong, pinag-uusapan natin impeachment, pero magkakadugtong ito yung kung bakit si PRRD na sa The Hague ngayon. Lahat ito merong andyan ng maduduming mga kamay ng CPP, NPA, NDF na kakuntsaba ang maduming gobyerno. No? So, pero ang pinaniniwalaan namin dito, kasi kilala ko si Tess at saka si Angel, lahat kami dito sa Epanaw pati, ang pinakamalakas na puwersa ay ang taong bayan. No? So, kailangan palakasin natin at hindi tayo tatahimik dito. Kasi kung tayo ay tumahimik, ang abusadong estado, kawawa tayo. No? Kawawa mga anak natin. So, if you want to build a country that's so strong, kailangan palakasin natin ang boses natin at walang takot tayong lumaban at lagyan ng renda ang abusadong estado.
Yes.
Yan po. So, ngayon po, no, nalaman na po natin ang mga pangalan ng mga kongresista na bumoto for the impeachment of VP Sara. Doc Lorraine, what do you see po, for the clarity lang po of everyone? Alam naman po natin yung mga maneuverings, pero para klaro lang po at galing po sa inyo, what do you see po is the real reason kung bakit may attempt ng impeachment, or hindi attempt, may impeachment po na nangyari kay VP Sara?
Unang-una titignan ninyo, babasahin ninyo yung rason kung bakit nila ini-impeach si Vice President. At pag binasa nyo, aakalain nyo skit ng isang comedy na na show. Parang noon time show ba tong nagsulat na ito? Kasi kung ano-ano pinagsasabi. So sa madaling salita, pag binasa natin yon, isa-isahin pa natin yon, walang grounds for impeachment ng Vice President. At ang Vice President natin, mga kababayan ko, ang kaisa-isang Vice President sa buong kasaysayan ng mundo na na-impeach. No? So bakit atat na atat ang Marcos administration ma-impeach ang Vice President? Kasi Marcos Romualdez yung pinag-uusapan natin. Hindi na misteryo yan. Track record yan. Nasa dugo na ng mga hayop na yan na talagang ganid sa kapangyarihan at mas ganid pa sa pera. Match yung ganid ng kaperahan at saka sa kapangyarihan. Sino ba si Marcos Sr.? Siya yung pinamatagal na president at saka kumapit talaga siya ng kapit tuko. At saka nasa Guinness Book of World Records siya ng pinakamalaking ninakaw ng isang gobyerno, na taong gobyerno sa taong bayan. So yan ang kapangalan niya, si Bongbong Marcos Jr. Kitang-kita na naman natin. So kailangan nilang tanggalin ang Vice President para tumagal na naman ang mga Marcos na yan sa poder. No, na hindi tayo papayag. No? Kasi nakita naman natin,
Doc Lorraine,
may
dadagdag ako dyan.
Si Tess. Yeah, go ahead.
Mag-iingat si Bongbong at saka si Lisa. Kasi, sino talagang makikinabang ng lahat? Si Romualdez. Si Martin Romualdez ang makikinabang ng lahat. Kasi, hindi natin alam ang infighting between the Marcos and the Romualdez family. Di ba? Mismong magkakapatid, nagpapatayan sa mana eh. Alam mo, si Martin, wala yan dati eh. Tama dyan. Kasi I worked at the travel agency of the father. The father is a very good man, no? Manyakis nga lang.
Coco is a very good man. Di ba magnanakaw din, Tess?
Oo, magnanakaw. Siyempre, pwede ba namang hindi magnakaw yun? Dami ng... Ngayon, tama dyan, hindi ko nakita anino niyan ni Martin. Ang palaging nakikita ko yung tatay niya. Masipag magnakaw. Anyway, kung titingnan mo ang punot dulo nito, sabi ko magpapatayan rin yan kasi si Bongbong anyway, delikado na buhay. Si Lisa, hindi rin natin alam, pero overweight na rin, namamagana rin, nagpunta sa sa burol ni Nora, mukhang magana rin ang mukha. Childhood friend ko yan si Lisa Marcos. Ka-eskwela, hindi ka-klase kasi 4 years younger sa akin yan. Inisip ko, sa family, taga-Cubao lang sila regular. Hindi lahat ng Araneta mayaman. Okay? Ang tatay ni Lisa, basketball player. Ang nanay, Cacho. Kapatid ng nanay ng asawa ni Nestor de Villa na lola ni Paul Soriano. Okay? So,
yes. Oo, pero Tess, ang mga naluluklok kasi sa pwesto, paniniwala ko, reflection yan ng taong bayan. No? So, madaling salita, tayo ang nagluklok dyan sa mga lintik na yan, di ba? Na walang moralidad itong mga hayop na to. Di ba? Walang kahihiyan, walang kapasidad mahiya.
Money talks talaga. Pero Doc, saan ang gagaling yung pera? Hindi ba galing sa atin yon? The moment we wake up, we buy food, may tax. No? The roof over our head, we pay tax. The cars we use, we buy, we pay tax. We ride the taxi, we pay tax doon. Di ba? Inheritance tax, we pay. Puro tax Sa atin galing yun.
Yeah. So my point is, tayo maglagay, 'di ba? The elections is a good reset, 'di ba? Na maganda na nasaktan tayo. Nakita natin yung consequences pag bumoto tayo pala ng drug addict, ganito pala. Kasi si Marcos ay drug addict, no? Nakita mo naman, no? He doesn't even have any surviving 2 brain cells. He cannot even complete a sentence that's everything. So many reasons talaga that you can see that he's not fit to lead. Because nga a drug addict, your cognitive, lahat ng pag-iisip mo, no, functions ng brains mo, lahat affected, decision making, your perception. So there are a lot of people who are little presidents right now, and they are the ones running our country. People that we did not elect, okay, unelected officials, such as Lisa Marcos, right, and Tambaloslos, who's Tambaloslos pa, his track record, the only way that he has ever won an elections is to vote by or to threaten, 'di ba? So, ang sinasabi ko, magandang dinadaanan natin ito bilang isang bansa kasi kailangan natin mag-mature, no? Kasi when you go to other countries, you can see how mature the people are there, and that maturity for me is measured by how empowered they are over their government, so that it's the government that's afraid of them. Diba? They're afraid of the voices of the people. But these ones, look at this, ang kakapal ng mga mukha. Sobrang kapal, no? That there was already that show of force, massive, impressive, of the Iglesia ni Cristo. Millions all over the Philippines, no? Very clear, no? And yet, hindi sila natakot. In other words, what they're saying is, we're more powerful than you are. That one, we don't care about that. Mas kaya namin kayo. No, in fact, I heard no from my puting jahas that Lisa Marcos said, why should I be afraid of the Iglesia ni Cristo? Do they have a military? Because I do. She reportedly was supposed to have said that. Now we're asking her, is that true? Did you say that? Because what's coming out now is what we're seeing with this congressmen, no? It is a massive, by any stretch, by any measure, this was impressive. And a real president would have heard them, would have listened. Diba? Pero hindi Hindi nakinig
Poisonous to.
So basically, ang sinasabi lang natin sa mga manonood natin ngayon, mas gamitin natin ang utak natin. Kasi maraming naglalaro. At the end of all of this, ang laro nila, ang gusto nila, kasi malapit na yung elections, pagkatapos yung impeachment, no, tapos ang gusto nila i-establish ng Marcos administration, no, na mga pro Duterte ay mga fake news na nagsispread ng fake news, 'di ba? So sa atin gagamitin natin ang utak natin. Kapag kunyan, hindi ibig sabihin na porket pro Duterte yung naka-post ay Duterte ang natotoo 'yon. Okay? So gamitin natin ang utak kasi mahalaga sa kanila na magiging malilabel tayo na mga fake news spreader kasi pagdating ng impeachment, kailangan ang manaig ay ang kanilang naratibo. Okay? So,
you know what, the Dilawans and the Piklawans, all are very religious. Kasi daw kriminal. Kasi mamamatay tao si Duterte. Si PRRD, no? Yun ang doon sila umiikot eh. Kaya ayaw nila kay President Duterte.
But it's not, I don't think it's even working anymore because the outpouring of love and support for the president, no, it's unprecedented. It's never been seen before. So they can talk all they want. I won't even be wasting my time and my energy responding to that. So there's already a tsunami of love and affection and approval and enragement for the government that's responsible for the kidnapping of a highly beloved leader. Now, what they're saying right now, whatever it is they're saying right now, means nothing to me because they're already drowning in the love and support for the former president.
Actually, solid talaga.
Talong-talo sila.
But then we just have to be aware that there are counterattacks and there will be more.
I think we've already made that point. Made that point.
Yeah, and actually, Ma'am Tess, they are no longer, hindi na po sila, we don't have to go through those mind games anymore because they're actually very blatant in suppressing our freedom of expression. So that's one thing. That's one thing also. I agree that we have to be careful. But at the same time, they actually just today, no, the PNP created an anti-fake news committee. Parang, di ba? Why is there? I'm actually angry at that because, of course, sino lang ba ang pupunterian nila kundi mga pro-Duterte na pages, di ba? Apart from the hearing that the Congress has been doing, kaya nga we're calling them out as well. So, talagang blatant that they really want to suppress our freedom of expression.
The bloody nerve of this PNP, they themselves are fake news spreaders. Okay? So, umiikot ang gulong, PNP. Yung mga whoever's responsible for that. Dati nung panahon ni President Duterte, yun yung pinaka na-enjoy ninyong pinakamataas na tiwala ng taong bayan. Pero ngayon, kinasusuklaman kayo ng Pilipino sa pagkaabusado ninyo at pagka-arrogante ninyo. At kayo ay naging army na lang, private army nitong napaka-corrupt na president. Nakakahiya kayo.
Mga ano na lang
not only that, ha? Not only that. This law, they're supposed to be the law enforcers, but they themselves are the top lawbreakers. They arrested PRRD. They kidnapped him. And they violated every law that could be breaking, they could break with this arrest. No procedure, no proper procedure. Every right that he had, every constitutional right that PRRD had, they violated it. And during the Senate hearing, hindi gan sila makasagot eh. Di ba? And it was so clear that there was no more clear chain of command. Wasak na. The moment Martin Romualdez became Speaker of the House, that balance of power was gone. Kasi walang delikadesa humindi. Di ba? The first cousin of the President, di ba, was Speaker of the House. Kasi nung panahon ni PRRD, may mga sip-sip kay PRRD. They were saying, we'll make Polong the Speaker of the House. PRRD said, the moment you do that, I'm going to resign. May delikadesa at saka malalim ang intindi niya sa balance of power. Pero Marcos Romualdez ang kausap natin at pinag-uusapan natin. Ang kakapal ng mga mukha ng mga yan. Who is the majority floor leader? Sandro Marcos. Who's the one in finance? The wife of accounts ba yun or something? No? Martin Romualdez's wife is there, no? So, ang kakapal ng mga mukha ng mga ito. We're looking at the total breakdown of government. There is no more separation and balance of power. There is none. Which is why the chain of command is so broken. Nobody could say, where did the command to fly PRRD to The Hague, where did it come from? Diba? Nobody could say. Can you imagine that? You would never, this kind of travesty. It's buffoonish, it's amateurish, and still at the same time, it's dangerous, it's arrogant. Now, because if they can do that to PRRD, nobody is safe in this country anymore. Nobody.
Stage. Hello po. Good evening po sa atin. Ayan, good evening po. So, narito po, no? So, ayan. So, Yusek Lorraine and Ma'am Tess, say hello to all our watchers, our viewers tonight. Ma'am Lorraine.
Hi. Hello, mga kababayan ko. Hello, Angel. Good evening. Hello, Tess. Good evening. It's wonderful to see you again. Maraming salamat for joining us. And sana marinig din namin kayo through the comments, and pag-uusapan natin ngayon itong napakahalaga na batayan kung sino yung bobotohin natin.
Yeah. Correct. And Ma'am Tess, good evening po.
Magandang gabi. And I'm very excited. Hi, Doc Lorraine. I'm so excited to be here. And whatever statement that we can give to encourage everyone who stands for the truth at ang talagang laban ng bayan.
Correct. Ayan, maraming salamat po. So, ito po, no, bago tayo magsimula, medyo nag-crash lang ako ng konti, but I will try to show this list first. Ayan, okay. Here we go. So, narito po, papakita ko po ngayon ang listahan ng mga kongresistang bumoto para sa impeachment ni VP Sara. Hindi lang po ito boto. Yes,
Angel, merong may video niya na. Mas maganda. Hahanapin ko, tapos sahin mo yan, pero hahanapin ko siya, ha? Sobra
sige
siya
po,
maganda.
if you have.
Para makita na natin
i-download ko siya.
Kumukha ng mga yan, okay?
Correct.
Compare yan.
Ayan po. So, yan po, no, iaano ko lang, habang hinahanap ni Yusek Lorraine yung medyo madami-dami rin po ito, pero habang hinahanap at ida-download ko rin siya, allow me to enumerate. So, lang po natin. Of course, alam po natin yung anak po, si Sandro Marcos sa 1st District, Ilocos Norte, Aurelio D. Gonzalez Jr. of 3rd District, Pampanga, Manuel Jose Dalipe, 2nd District, Zamboanga City, Jordin Jesus M. Romualdo, Lone District of Camiguin, David Catarina Suarez, 2nd District of Quezon, Jefferson Congun, 1st District, Zambales, Ana Villara Suarez of Alona Party List, Francisco Paulo Ortega, 1st District, La Union, Ramon Rodrigo Gutierrez of One Rider Party List, Yasser Balindong, 2nd District, Lanao del Sur, Lex Anthony Colada, AMBIS, AMBIS, OWA Party List, Joseph Stephen Paduano, Abang Lingkod, Jude Asidre of Tingog Party List, Dan Fernandez of Santa Rosa City, very infamous guy, Zia Alonto Adyong, 1st District, Lanao del Sur, Yeda Romualdez of Tingog, Amparo Maria Zamora of 2nd District, Taguig, Janet Garin of 1st District, Iloilo, Marvin Rillo, 4th District, Quezon City, Raul Boboy, Tupas, 5th District, Iloilo, Ernesto Dionisio, 1st District, Manila, Erwin Tieng, 5th District of Manila, Fidel Nograles, 4th District, Rizal, Rolando Valeriano, 2nd District of Manila, and Manuel Fortes Jr., 2nd District of Sorsogon. So that's the first page pa lang po. Ayan. Slide 2 po tayo. Okay. Parang marami-rami ito. Ilan ba to? Mga 10 to. Go. Ready when you are, Yusek, ha? Sige. Pero go. So, Emerson D. Pascual, 4th District, Nueva Ecija. Presley De Jesus, Philreca Party List. Yes po.
Please don't call me Yusek. Please don't call me Yusek because they might think I'm a Yusek under the Marcos administration. I'm not.
Yes. Okay.
Just Lorraine.
I'm
just Lorraine, please. Okay.
Yes, Doc.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, habang sige pa, okay pa. Noted on that, Doc. Dr. Lorraine na lang po. And then, we have the second page. So, again, nandito na tayo kay Ace Barber, 2nd District, Surigao del Norte. Sergio Dagook of APEC. Loreto S. Amante of 3rd District, Laguna. Romel Angara of Lone District, Aurora. Wilter Palma, 1st District, Zamboanga, Sibugay. Solomon Chungalao, LD Ifugao, Lone District, Ifugao. Mix Villafuerte, 5th District, Camarines Sur. Sancho Fernando, Oa Minal, 2nd District, Misamis Occidental. Faustino Michael D, 5th District, Isabela. Michael Morden, API Party List. Allen Jesse Mangaong, Kalinga. Alfredo D. Maranyon, 2nd District, Negros Occidental. Peter B. Miguel, 2nd District, South Cotabato. Carlito Marquez, 1st District, Aklan. Dante S. Garcia, 2nd District, La Union. Gerardo Espino Jr., Lone District, Itiran. Lawrence Defensor, 3rd District, Iloilo. Gerardo Balmayor Jr., 1st District, Negros Occidental. Nicanor Briones Agap, Party List. Maria Rere Ann Lourdes Matibag, 1st District of San Pedro, Laguna. Irene Gay Saulog, Kalinga Party List. Ray Florence Reyes, Anakalusugan Party List. Emmanuel Billones, 1st District, Capiz. And Kiriaco Gato Jr. of Batanes. And now for the next slide. Did you find it, Yusek? No?
No. I can't find it.
I'm so sorry. We tried to catch up with the optics, but yeah, madami kasi, nakakainis. Kaya I hope everyone can contend with the reading. I'll do it quick now. 52, Danilo Domingo, 1st District, Bulacan. Neptali Gonzalez, Mandaluyong. Fernando Cabredo, 3rd District, Albay. Muhammad P. Paglas Sr., Maguindanao del Sur. That's disappointing. Teodorico Habresco, 2nd District, Aklan. JC Abalos, 4-piece party list. Rodolfo Ordana, Senior Citizens Party List. So, ayan po meron tayong yung medyo merong kasama po yung Senior Citizens Party List doon sa mga surveys. So, maybe we should not vote for them.
Don't vote for them.
Don't vote for them. Not maybe, don't vote for them.
I'll continue, Angel.
Sige po.
Salvador Pleito, 6th District of Bulacan. Ambrosio Cruz, 5th District of Bulacan. Milagros Aquino Magsaysay, United Senior Citizens. Gabriel Bordado Jr., 3rd District of Camarines Sur. Victoria Copilar, 6th District of Quezon City. Nako po, ito, wag nang bobotohin ito si Mary Mitzi Kahayon. Uy, napakasip-sip niyan kay PRRD at kay Vice President. Ano siya sa 2nd District Caloocan City. Haris M. Ongchuan, 2nd District Northern Samar. Paul Daza, 1st District Northern Samar. Ang lalaki ng mga bahay nito mga taga Samar na ito, pero yung mga constituents sila pinakamahihirap, di ba? Isidro Lumayag, 1st District, South Cotabato, na yung daughter niya ay tumatakbo for mayor. Pero wag nyo ring botohin kahit na sino sa mga ito at yung kanilang mga kaanak na tumatakbo. Okay? Eulogio Rodriguez, Lone District, Catanduanes. Carmelo Lazatin, the 2nd, 1st District, Pampanga. Joseph Tan, 4th District, Isabela. Christine Singson, 2nd District, Ilocos Sur. Ed Christopher Go, 2nd District, Isabela. Joel Chua, Natural, 3rd District, Manila. Ako po, ito pa. Maancho Doro, 1st District, Marikina. Manuel Sagarbaria, 2nd District, Negros Oriental. Zaldi S. Villa, Siquijor. Isabel Maria Zamora, San Juan City.
Ayan.
Tess, would you like to do it?
Hindi ko makita, Doc. Very purang eyesight ko ngayon.
Faustino D, 6th District of Isabela. Franz Pumaren, nako po. 3rd District, Quezon City. Juliet Marie Ferrer, 4th District, Negros Occidental. Luis Raymond Villafuerte, 2nd District of Camarines Sur. Roberto V. Puno, 1st District, Antipolo City. Doris F. Maniquis, 2nd District, Zambales. Marisa Magsino, OFW Party List, wag nyong iboto yan. Geraldine Roman, 1st District, Bataan, wag nyong iboto yan. Crispin Diego Remulla, 7th District, Cavite. Roy Loyola, 5th District, Cavite. Antonino Calixto, Lone District, Pasay. Romeo S. Momo, 1st District, Surigao del Sur. Celso Regencia, Lone District, Iligan City. Lorna C. Silverio, 3rd District, Bulacan. Ching Bernos, Abra. Bienvenido Abante. Si Abante ba yan? Naku, please. Maraming rason kung bakit hindi nyo dapat iboto to si Abante. Pero isa to sa pinakamalaking rason. 6th District, Manila. Abusado, arrogante. Huwag nyo nang iboto yan. Korap pa. Eleanor Bulut Begtang, Lone District, Apayao. Baby Alain Alfonso, 2nd District, Cagayan Valley. Josefina B. Talyado, 1st District, Camarines Norte. Agustina Dominic Panchob, 2nd District, Bulacan. Jose Teves Jr., TGP Party List, wag ninyong iboto yan. Francisco Jose Magtugas, the 2nd, 1st District, Surigao del Norte. James Ang Jr., Uswang Ilonggo Party List, wag ninyong iboto yan. Jane Castro, 2nd District, Capiz. Alan Ecleo, LD Dinagat Island. Anthony Lone District, Dinagat Island. Antonio Ferrer, 6th District, Cavite.
I'll read the next. I'll read the next set. Okay. Yeah. So Maria Angela Garcia, 3rd District, Bataan. Loreto Atcharon, Lone District, General Santos City. Steve Solon, Sarangani, how disappointing. Keith Tan, 4th District, Quezon Province. Reynante Arrogancia, 3rd District, Quezon Province. Ricardo Cruz, 1st District, Taguig. Ralph Tulfo, 2nd District, Quezon City. Dean Asistio, 3rd District, Caloocan. Dimzar Sali, Tawi-Tawi. Ronald Singson, 1st District, Ilocos Sur. Chuyoshi Anthony Horibata, 1st District, Camarines Sur. Julian Baronda, Lone District, Iloilo City. Howard Ginto, Pinuno, Party List. Juan Carlos Ataide, 1st District, Quezon City. Edgar Chato, 1st District, Bohol. Maria Vanessa Aumentado, 2nd District, Bohol. Christine Alexi Tutor, 3rd District, Bohol. Mark Enverga, 1st District, Quezon Province. Roberto Oy Jr., 1st District, Zamboanga del Norte. Alfelito M. Bascug, 1st District, Agusan del Sur. Christian Unabia, 1st District, Misamis Oriental. Lordan Suan, TDO, 1st District. Yevgeny Emano, 2nd District, Misamis Oriental. Joselito Sakdalan, 1st District, Cotabato. Albert Garcia, 2nd District, Bataan. And Patrick Vargas, 5th District, Quezon City. Next slide. Ayan, meron nagko-comment, So,
Okay, my turn.
Yeah, ito ma'am, ikaw magbasa nito.
Yeah. Jose S. Aquino, 1st District, Agusan del Norte. Franz Castro, Alliance of Concerned Teachers, Frente ng CPP-NPA, NDF. Maria Hamina Catherine Agarao, 4th District, Laguna. Arlene Brosas, Gabriela Women's Party List. Ang Gabriela Women's Party List, according to the former rebels, ay Frente ng CPP-NPA, NDF. Raul Daniel Manuel, Kabataan Party List na ang kabataan ay frente rin ng CPP, NPA, NDF. Tama ba, Tess?
Yes. Oo. Opo. Pati si Agaraw, Si Agaraw. Ano rin yan? CPP rin yan.
Oh, talaga? Wow.
Sa Laguna. So, I recognize some of the names. Yeah.
Okay. Ana Victoria Veloso, Tuazon, 3rd District, Leyte. Charis Ann Hernandez, Lone District, Calamba. Jaime D. Cojuangco, 1st District, Tarlac. Jazel Victoria C.U., 2nd District, Zamboanga del Sur. Munir Arbison Jr., 2nd District, Sulu. Angelita Natasha Co., BHW Party List. Percival Saldana, Akbayan. John Tracy Cagas, Davao del Sur. Joseph Violago, 2nd District of Nueva Ecija. Edwin Olivares, 1st District, Parañaque. Stella Kimbo, 2nd District, Marikina. Naku po, itong mga ito. Gaston Bunting, 2nd District of Parañaque. Si Gaston Bunting ang chair na nung sa franchise committee na nag-detain sa amin ni Eric illegally and arbitrarily. Mercedes Alvarez, 6th District, Negros Occidental. Micaela B. Swansing, 1st District, Nueva Ecija. Eduardo Rama, 2nd District, Cebu City. Peter John Calderon, 7th District, Cebu City. Jocelyn Lim Kaichong, 1st District, Negros Occidental. Janice Salumbangon, 4th District, Cebu. Rhea Gulas, 1st District, Cebu. Daphne Lagon, 6th District, Cebu. Dimple Mastura, Maguindanao del Norte, and Cotabato City, my town, my city. Okay, Angel. Me again? Okay.
Ayan, okay, sorry. Edsel Gallo, 2nd District, Cebu Province. Johnny Pimentel, 2nd District, Surigao del Sur. Emery Dizon, Mandaue City. A. Edward Plaza, 2nd District, Agusan del Sur. Christopher Sonyap, 2nd District, Southern Leyte. Jason Almonte, 1st District, Misamis Occidental. Mario A. Marino, 5th District, Batangas. Borromeo Acop, 2nd District, Antipolo City. Wag po yan. Maximo Dalog Jr., Lone District, Mountain Province. Keith Flores, 2nd District, Bukidnon. Marcelino Libanan, 4Ps. Ayan rin po, no? Yung sikat, wag yan. 4Ps party list. Kailangan hindi maboto yan. Larny Roque, 4th District, Bukidnon. Mark Ogo, Baguio City. Antonieta Udela, 2nd District, Zamboanga, Sibugay. Luz V. Mercado, 1st District, Southern Leyte. Maria Fe Abunda, Lone District, Eastern Samar. Joseph Lara, 3rd District, Cagayan. Maria Teresa Collantes, 3rd District, Batangas. Arnan Padaligan, 1st District, Oriental, Mindoro. Felimon Espares, ito pa, Co-op Natco. Yung mga party list na sikat natin, wag ibotong mga ito. Maria Lucille Nava Guimaras, Glona G. Labad-Labad, 2nd District, Zamboanga del Norte, Labad Yucate. Lady Tariela, Lone District, Occidental, Mindoro. Eliandro Jesus Madrona, Lone District, Romblon. Divina Grace Yu, 1st District, Zamboanga del Sur. And Raul Angelo Bongalon of Ako, Bicol. Then next slide. Yan, yung nakakainis. Ang dami nila.
Sorry, Angel, ha? Pumapalaki yung screen, eh.
Okay lang po. I'll continue, Doc, ha?
Jervil Luistro, 2nd District of Batangas. Jose Manuel F. Alba, 1st District of Bukidnon. Luisa Quaresma, Lone District of Nueva Vizcaya. Alan T. of the LPGMA. Is this a party list? Am I correct, Angel? Seems like
yes,
it, no?
Yes, po.
Oscar Malapitan, 1st District, Caloocan City. City Amina Dimaporo, 2nd District of Lanao del Norte. Adrian Amatong, 3rd District of Zamboanga del Norte. Maria Arenas, 3rd District of Pangasinan. Marilyn Agaba, 6th District of Pangasinan. Arlina Bell Villarica, 4th District of Bulacan. Eric Reyes Buhain, 1st District of Batangas. This is Christopher De Venecia, 4th District, Pangasinan. His mother is also running now because it's his 3rd term. Do not also vote for Gira De Venecia. Maria Cynthia Chan, Lapu-Lapu. Arnie Fontebella, 4th District, Camarines Sur. Raymond Mendoza, TUCP. Roman Romulo, Lone District, Pasig City. Mark Cojuangco, 2nd District, Pangasinan. Biron Fergenel, 4th District of Iloilo. Samir Tan, 1st District, Sulu. Ana York Bondok, 4th District, Pampanga. Jaime Fresnedi, Muntinlupa. Edwin Gadiola, CWS Party List. Huwag niyong iboto. Lolita Karen Javier, 2nd District of Leyte. Michael Goriseta, 2nd District, Iloilo. Jorge Bustos, Patrol Party List. Duke Frasco, 5th District, Cebu, the husband of the most useless tourism secretary ever.
Grabe po, no? Yung pag-traidor po talaga kasi si Frasco noon ang spokesperson, yung asawa nito used to be spokesperson ni VP nung nagkakampanya siya. Tapos bigla niyang binos. Grabe po, ano. So next, users talaga. And then,
speaking of users,
I think this is the last slide.
Speaking of users, Aniela Tolentino, related to Francis Tolentino, another user.
Ayun. Ayan. At ito po, no, yung mga, ito,
let me finish, Angel.
Pero,
there's more.
Disappointing, pero, ikaw na lang po. Go, Doc.
Okay. So, Jocelyn Tolentino, ACT CIS. Greg Gazataya of Bacolod, Ruth Mariano Hernandez, 2nd District, Laguna, Alana Santos, 3rd District, Cotabato, Florida Robes, San Jose del Monte City. Of course, the greediest, the most corrupt, the worst Speaker of the House ever in the entire history of the Philippines, Martin Romualdez, 1st District of Leyte, who is running unopposed, I guess, and who has started his vote buying so early. Mainit-init pa yung pakaupo pa lang ni Bongbong Marcos nag-buying spree na siya. An additional 25. Marlene Len Alonto of Binyan, Roman Nolasco Jr. of Cagayan, Tony Pet Albano of Isabela, Muhammad Khalid Dimaporo of Lanao del Norte, Nicholas Carl of Leyte, Reps Richard Co, Olga Araco, and Wilton Co of Masbate, Emilio Bernardo Yulo of Negros Occidental, Edie Cua of Quirino, Princess Rihan M. Sakaluran of Sultan Kudarat, Reps Ramon Guico and Arthur Celeste of Pangasinan, Adrian Advincula of Cavite, Bong Rivera and Christian Telyap of Tarlac, Alfonso Umali Jr. of Oriental Mindoro, Of course, the other corrupt one, Zaldico of Ako Bicol Party List and Sunny Lagon of Ako Bisaya Party List. My God. Eric, Angel, yun na lang. What? Today we found out that the emergency room services of the PGH they're not accepting any more new patients.
Yeah. Last week pa, Doc.
Last week pa. Nakakaiyak talaga kasi during PRRD's time, he gave 100 million a month to PGH. Why PGH? It's not just PGH. PGH was just got more press lang. But in reality, PRRD, a lot of public hospitals and our healthcare system was maayos. No, but now, over 52% self-rated hunger. You could cry. You could really cry. But at the same time, parang for me, this is the best of times and this is the worst of times. There are a lot of people that are for sale, and there are a lot of people that are not for sale. There are a lot of people that are cowards. In the AFP, they're just watching while all of these abuses are happening to us. And there are a lot of people who are fighting and they're standing for the Filipino people. So dun tayo. Kasi what we want is to build a strong nation, right? So, yeah, sure. Prayer with your personal beliefs ought to be part of it, diba? Your religious and spiritual beliefs, But I also think that we shouldn't be beseeching, the ones in power right now, nagmamakaawa tayo for them to grow a conscience. Because any system that depends on the goodness of a human, the heart of a human, is a very, very weak system. So you need to build a system that's really strong on its own, And I think that part of it is really to enshrine sa mga Pilipino tayo, Well, apart from the fact that government has to be fixed, ang dami kailangan ayusin sa gobyerno, but it also has to be ingrained in every Filipino, bata pa lang, na tayo ang power, tayo ang kapangyarihan, tayo ang lakas ng Pilipinas, So that early on, we have to teach our children. Siguro right now, when we fight for our country like this, when we speak out and when we refuse to be silenced and when we refuse to be cowed and to be threatened and humiliated and to be afraid, to stand up brave, our children are looking at us. And since this is the digital age, we're going to be leaving digital footprints and they'll be looking back when something like this happens again. Because it will happen because humans, by their very nature, when pag may hawak ng power yan, nauuhaw sila sa ganyan. PRRD is outlier si PRRD. Nakita natin, very graceful yung pag-release niya ng power. Pero mga tao, yung propensity ng tao ay talagang yung mas natural sa kanila, yung kumapit sa kapangyarihan at yung sa dali lang ay sarap na, di ba? Katulad si Ron Salo, yung kala mo mga kaibigan mo or simpleng tao, hindi pag nakahawak yan. So the system has to be strong enough to guard against the nature of humans.
Kampe, di ba?
Angel, di ba we have that video? Yeah. We want to show that video of about yung consequences ng mga nag-sign ng impeachment. Kasi gusto ko sana pakita yon para makita ng taong bayan kung gaano tayo kalakas yung kapangyarihan natin. At saka para leksyonan natin yung mga abusadong yan na hindi marunong magrespeto sa Pilipino at sa mga constituents nila. Tsaka gusto ko din, siguro pinakauna sa unat lahat, ay matutunan natin yung lakas natin pag tayo ay nagkakaisa. Nakita ko yun nung peace rally ng Iglesia ni Cristo. Nandun kasi ako nun sa Manila Hotel, kami ng husband ko. We stayed for I think 2 or 3 nights, I'm not so sure. But we were watching that whole thing. It was so impressive. I mean, I thought to myself, ganito palang itsura ng Pilipino kapag united tayo. No, I mean the video of that Honey, the one who's
yes,
Honey
I was trying to that.
Lumayag, the one from Cotabato, from Polomolok.
Okay.
Yung nag-aano siya. The daughter of this congressman, si Congressman Ed Lumayag, signed the impeachment.
And you were saying,
alam mo yung the earlier video, is of this mga hakot ng CPP sa The Hague na siguro 20 lang sila or even less na nagrally-rally doon. Tapos nung tinatanong sila, taga saan kayo? Hindi sila makasagot, di ba? So, tapos biglang umalis na sila, natakot sila. And then it's connected to what we just saw now. Itong anak nung lumayag na yan, no? Taga, anong district ito? Cotabato ba ito? South Cotabato, no? Representative ng South Cotabato. Nag-sign siya. This Ed Lumayag signed the impeachment. Yung daughter niya tumatakbo for mayor, pumunta sa stage, pagpunta niya sa stage, nagsigawan mga tao, nagchant ang tao ng Duterte. No, so kasi sinasabi kasi nila, no, are we fanatics of PRRD? No, I'm not a fanatic of PRRD. Sure, I love him very, very much, and it's true love. It's true love. He knows it, and I know it. And I also know he loves me. But I'm saying, and he loves them because he loves the Filipino people. Kaya naman. So, it's because he really and truly served us faithfully and with great courage, incorruptible, di ba? At talagang na-plant yan sa utak at sa puso ng Pilipino. Doon sa barangay development program sa NTF-ELCAC, ilang kilometro yon, thousands of kilometers were built under his watch, health centers, schoolhouses, no? So diyan nanggagaling yung groundswell of love and affection for PRRD, yung mga OFWs, and that war on drugs was approved overwhelmingly. 88% of Filipinos approved of it, no? So what we're seeing right now, Martin, you want to be president? Gayahin mo si Digong, magsilbi ka ng maayos. Pero hindi mo kaya yon. Hindi mo kaya yon, Martin. Hindi mo kaya kasi magnanakaw ka. Hanggang diyan ka lang, Martin. You're such a broken man. Hindi mo kaya ang ginagawa ni Digong. Kaya si PRRD, unprecedented, an outpouring of love and affection all over the world and never before seen in the entire history of humanity. Think of a president where love was poured like this all over the corners of the world, all the way to the Antarctica, Moldova, Lithuania, all these countries that I only just heard about, diba? So ito yung kung bakit sinasabi namin kung sino yan nag-sign ng mga impeachment na yan, mga kababayan, magkaisa tayo. Kahit hindi ako taga Nueva Ecija, iisa tayo. Yung ginawa, yung pagka ito, yung mga humingi ng aresto ko, si Paduano, huwag nyo nang iboto yan kasi binabastos niya ang Pilipino. Si Pimentel, si Acop, si Abante, si Chua, si Gaston Bunting, Stella Kimbo, Juan Ryder,
Francisca,
4Ps, sino pa?
Si Francisca Castro. Hindi ko tinatawag na Francisca yan eh.
Hindi naman siya tatakbo siya for senator, pero yung mga party list ng CPP, no? Ikaw nga magsabi, Tess, kung sino yung CPP party list kasi ikaw yung dating miyembro ng CPP eh.
Oo nga eh.
Tayo dyan.
Alright.
You know what? I don't necessarily believe that good will always triumph. I don't really think so. I just need to study history a little bit to see that it doesn't really happen all the time. But it's the people that will make it happen. Diba? When the people really unite and fight back, and that's my hope. No, that whatever it is that we're going through, it's a very dark night in our country's chapter. Kasi Angel was saying, baka magka-martial. I really think in a lot of ways, no, this is a fascist government, no?
Kasi may mga taong gusto nang lumaban eh. May mga taong nang gusto nang pugutan ng mga ulo ng mga yan eh, di ba? Kaya lang, we really have to contain ourselves because, then we're showing that we ourselves are bad, Pareho ng binibintang nila sa ating.
I also think that there's no shortcut. There's no shortcut. We really have to do the work. We really have to, there's no fairy godmother who'll come out and rescue us. No, there's none. we are the ones that we are the heroes that we're waiting for, no? And that there are no shortcuts to having a strong country. And to be a strong country, you have to have empowered citizens, which means that no matter what they try to say, what they try to do to you, to silence you, you refuse. No matter what they try to do, make you bow, you kick them in their balls and say, fuck you. When you say, diba? Ulol nyo. Diba? Talaga, Paduano, papa-aresto mo ako. Huwag niyong iboto yan si Paduano. Huwag niyong iboto yan si Pimentel, si Acop, si Abante, si Chua, Tambunting, Kimbo, si Rog Gutierrez, Ace Barbers. Hindi, si Ace Barbers din na yan tumatakbo. Yung asawa niya, huwag niyo silang iboboto. Yan si Ortega, si Valeriano. Huwag niyo nang iboto yung mga yan. Pakita natin kung sino ang totoong may kapangyarihan. Kasi kapag binoto niyo ulit yan, nagbabait-baitan lang sila ngayon. Nagbabait-baitan yung mga demonyong yan. Pero nag-aabang-abang lang yan. Kapag the moment manalo yan, ang sinabi ninyo sa kanila, ituloy nyo pa. Ituloy nyo pa yung pampababoy ninyo sa Pilipino. Yan ang sinasabi ninyo. Ituloy nyo pa yung pagkakawalang respeto nyo kay Vice President na binoto on an amazing mandate. At ulitin nyo pa yung ginawa nyo, bastusin nyo pa si PRRD. Gawin nyo pa yan. Yan ang sinasabi ninyo. Bastusin nyo bawat Pilipino. Tanggalan nyo na kami ng mga karapatan namin. Yun ang sinasabi ninyo. Sabihin nyo din, pag binoto nyo yung mga yan, bastusin nyo din yung mga karapatan ng mga anak namin at saka yung mga apo namin. Ang sinasabi nyo din, wasakin ninyo ang Pilipinas kasi yun ang ginagawa nila. Alam mo,
also what, yes, opo.
Alam mo, ito yung kung bakit tayo dapat magsalita. Kasi tayo, maganda istasyon natin sa buhay eh. May pinag-aralan, etc., di ba? Pero napakarami nating mga kababayan na walang inaral, walang pera, wala sa buhay. Eh kung tayo nga, wala silang pakialam sa atin, anong tingin niyo sa kanila? Lalo silang babastusin, kahit pwede silang patayin, pwede silang yung mga ganyang mayor, no? So, ang ipinaglalaban natin, hindi lang sarili natin. Ako, maliwanag ako doon. Maliwanag ako doon. Hindi ko gusto maging politiko. Mababa ang tingin ko sa politiko. Kulang na lang duraan ko yung mga yan. Hindi ko pinangarap ever maging politiko. Nandidiri ako sa politiko. Kung kaya't 8 months bago ako umuo kay PRRD nung ina-appoint niya ako, sinisigurado ko lang na hindi siya katulad ng ibang politiko na, kasi kilala ko sarili ko, ibibigay ko sarili ko sa isang ganyang trabaho. No, so ayoko maging politiko dahil nandidiri ako sa politiko. Pero nandito na tayo, no? Nandito na tayo na-realize ko, no, na kung gusto mong baguhin, you have to step up. Step up whether I win or I lose. Tuloy naman yung laban namin nila. Attorney Marlon, sila Angel, no, Tess, si Eric, tuloy-tuloy pa rin. But can you imagine a Congress with Eric in it? Hindi makakatulog ang CPP. Maniwala kayo, no? So, maraming abusado. No, maraming abusado. So tayo, yun ang ipinaglalaban natin, hindi ang sarili natin. Marunong tayong lumaban. Ang ipinaglalaban natin yung mga kababayan natin na ang pinaka the one that really consumes them is paano ko pakakainin pamilya ko. 'Di ba? So dapat bigyan lang natin sila ng pagkakataon, no, na mamuhay ng tahimik para mairaos nila yung pamilya nila, na hindi na nila kailangan mag-deal sa mga abusadong mga trabahante sa gobyerno. No, so yun.
Papamura ka talaga eh. Totoo.
Hirap talaga.